Love, light, greetings, gratitude, blessings and blessings. Beautiful Ascension Star family, my divinity to yours. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're returning. Thank you for your love, light, support, appreciation, participation, your hearted comments. Importantly, collectively, significantly, is our committed unite in light. As we continue to shift, uplift, work, weave, care and share for people and planet into ascension, multi-dimension, where paradise meets planet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do join me in prayer for peace on earth. Divine Mother, Father, Creator, the powerful, the purposeful, the supreme and sovereign, articulate, immaculate. We welcome, invite, invoke your energy, essence and presence to grace us with your divine embrace as we meet and greet in your celestial seat. You are ever present in the entire universe, the multiverse, in your smallest of creatures, in every grain of sand and every drop of water, in the atom of the air and in the photon of light. You pulsate and vibrate and reverberate within our bodies, our cells, internalizing your energy vibration and externalizing it into the greater and grand cosmos. And your tenderness is in everything that exists. Please do pour upon us the shower and power of your love, your light, as you protect and connect us with each other, with you and everything. We thank you for the peace, so that we may live in brotherhood, sisterhood as one. We thank you for helping us to rescue the poor, the downtrodden, the suffering, those that are ailing and paining. We thank you for helping us realize that we can see through your precious eyes and bring about healing, not just for ourselves, but for others. We thank you for guiding us to sow beauty, bounty, energy, and plenty, without pollution and destruction. And we thank you for being with us in each moment, every day, every night, as we pray, intend and envision the love, light, the peace, prosperity, the humanity, divinity, for the collective oneness and wellness of people and planet in divineness, foreverness. And thank you, thank you, thank you. 23/9/2024, our vibrations 22, a double master number, the vibration of the Ascension teams, the galactic teams, the planetary teams, the cosmic teams of light, and overseeing all of that, heading this grand conquest. The multiversal seed is Divine Creator, Creator of light, of love, of everything that is beautiful, powerful. If we reduce that, we sit at an energy of 4, a singular digit. And that's about the planet, about Earth, about home, house, stability, structure, solidity, strength. It is a framework of the cardinal compass of our inner and outer worlds. It is also the vibration of the earth angel, the as above, so below, north and south, and of course within that expands from the heart center, being the fourth chakra. Left and right, that is east and west, and that becomes the infinity of as above, so below, vertically and horizontally, the earth angel. So I am talking about today the planetary reset, the 3 days of darkness or stasis. And of course, I invite the energy of our galactic teams that are protecting myself, you, the star family, and our ascension portal, our star portal, so that we bring in the vibration and ground it. And I must say that I have a beautiful sister in our collective here, Juliet, who is working very closely with me, and we are creating a lot of ascension star portals energetically throughout the planet, as we have done for the Olympics. You may want to revisit that video to learn the technique and add your personal signature to the portals. And I thank everyone for participating, partaking, and doing your bit to fill the earth with positive energy in collaboration with our star and galactic families, divine creator, and our personal teams of light. So we have personalized this beautiful vibration to be called the Ascension Star portals across the planet, and energetically, intently, you may also align with it and send love. It is stationed at the north, south, east cardinal points, and of course creating the north, east, the southeast, southwest, and northwest in between cardinals. So you've got the 8 pointed vibration, you've got the column in the center of the earth as well, that supreme creative feeds through. All of the pillars are connected at the base, going through the earth into the core vibration as a network of ley lines and vortices, and of course all of that is powered across in a circular vibration, as above, so below, and connecting with divine creator, who will funnel this vibration right through the epicenter and allow that vibration to spread throughout, and every column of light is connected, and that's the intention. So it doesn't matter whether you can visualize it to its perfection, as long as your intention is intentfully purposed and passionate, and you hold the vibration of pure light, pure love, unity consciousness, divinity consciousness, and ask your guides to guide you, and it will be so. It is. You are also welcome to create portals in countries you live in states, multiple. There will never be more than enough. It will always be utilized to its maximum and highest wherever it is needed. So do extend your personal vibration, leave your thumbprint, your footprint, your blueprint of light, your cosmic print of light on our beautiful planet. And I thank you in advance. I thank Juliet for helping me anchor this, and of course supreme light divine of all that is. So as I proceed, I ask for the vibration of Archangel Michael of light in your legions, Goddess Athena of light in your legions, and of course Goddess Divine Saint Mother Mary. So the Archangel Michael card that I pulled up is, it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. And the prayer is, Archangel Michael, what parts of my life do I need to focus on more closely right now? Thank you for helping me hear your answers and for giving me the courage to make healthy changes for my life. And I shall anchor Michael here, and of course allow your vibration to invoke his energy and connect with his divine light. I have brought through the Archangel Michael series on my playlist 1. Do visit and clear out on your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual levels, cutting cords, building up your protection, because we are needing it for what is coming. And of course, Goddess Athena is about inner wisdom. She's a beautiful goddess, or a warrior goddess. And she says, you know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom. Take appropriate action without delay. I shall anchor her on the right hand of my altar here. You can close your eyes and welcome Goddess Athena's energy, which is incredible. And of course, she comes through with the white owl of wisdom, which is very symbolic for her at this time. So if you do not know Athena, she is the powerful and wise Grecian goddess who oversees and protects all who call upon her, also called the goddess being the daughter of Zeus. And she is also seen with pigeons, black pigeons. I have said already, she is a powerful warrior goddess and comes in to help us in battle, but not necessarily in physical battles with weapons, but with our wit, our wisdom, our higher consciousness and our higher knowing. And she likes to intervene and intercept disputes and help bring resolution and protection for the higher and greater good. And of course helps us with our creative projects in a simplified way, our arts, craft, etc. But in a very cosmic, galactic way, she can bring about peace and resolution with the global conflict, planetary conflict, and cosmic conflict, apart from our personal conflict. So very much needed at this time to help us with where we're going and stream into our consciousness the almighty power of the universe and how to find peace and oneness, and to use our wisdom correctly, righteously, as we speak our truth and take action with that regard. And then we're bringing in the energy of our beautiful Mother Mary. Expect a miracle, expect a lot of miracles. Have faith that your prayers are being heard and answered at this time. And of course, with unwavering faith, know that she is here as the feminine divine, being the mother that birthed Yeshua, our divine Jesus, as some of you know it, but his name is Yeshua. And of course, in the higher vibration or realms, Sananda of light, coming through from the Christed consciousness. All of the beings, the masters of light, vibrate on the Christed consciousness, the vibration of 33, 333, 3033 up to infinity, because they are working with light, consciousness, purity, divinity, sanctity, wisdom, etc. So I have their vibrations here today. So before I progress, I also want to bring through the vibration for messages coming through from them, so that we can connect with the messages they bring. So Michael, what do you wish to tell us? So his message is the mysterious code. Solve mystery, mysterious codes, and discover hidden truth. So it's about looking at things with a magnifying glass. See beyond what you're being told. Look further, look deeper, decode the mysteries. This is the time where a lot of things will come out. Things that were hidden, things that were very cryptic, things that were encoded and glyphed. It is now time to see it for what it is. It will be resurfacing. So a lot of hidden wisdom is coming out at this particular time. And of course, Athena, bring us a message from you, please. What would you like to tell our family of light? Window of dreams. Discover the mysteries that lurk in dreams. So look how the words mysterious and mysteries have both come up on both these vibrations of light from the masters, Michael and Athena, talking about discovery, uncovering, recovering the what's hidden, what is put away, what's been locked, what was a secret. And a lot will not come out in the open just by search. A lot will come out in your internal, from your internal, your Akash, your secret vaults, in your dreams, in your experiences, your meditations, in very subtle ways. So you will have a physical manifestation, an externalized manifestation from script and scripture, from masters out there, from the seekers, the avatars, the light workers. But a lot will come out from you, from within you, from the avatars of who you are. And with the owl of wisdom, the white owl of wisdom, it talks about the inner, which is your dream, right? So Athena brings us that. And beautiful Mother Mary, what do you have for the collective children of Earth, being all of us as a planetary consciousness? The meeting of fates. The meeting of fates. Wow. And I also see uncharted adventures, which is about the unknown, again, the mysteries, the surprises. But that's not what I'm taking. I'm just taking one. The meeting of fates. At the crossroads of destiny, important choices are made. So it is about the as above, so below, the joining, the uniting, the merging, the converging of spirit matter, of north and south, of east and west, of land and water, of fire and air. All the elements are coming together. And this is what she's helping us to do, is to remember from the time of our birth to the time of growth, the time of departure, the time of arrival, all dimensions will be meeting, are coming together at this time in unity, purity, for humanity, planetary. Thank you. And our cosmic families, Michael, can you tell us who is working with us from your side, your team? We have the earth element. He also brings through the air element. But I'll take both, he says. Take both, because it's an as above, so below. Well, it is that way. Now look at the six-pointed star, the Merkaba. The as above, so below. Philosophy, discrimination, empathy, that comes with air, which is thought, consciousness, higher vibration, elevation, ascension. On earth, which is so below, the element of survival, reliability, adaptation, adjustment, connection, grounding, resources, life-sustaining, life-maintaining, vibration, frequency, nourishment. So the planet will be undergoing a balancing, a recalibration of as above, so below, as we have already brought that vibration in, of the portals that we are creating. Athena, help us understand what you wish to bring at this time. Right, so we have the alchemy. This card was in fact behind these two that I'd already taken out. Right, so let's do alchemy, the philosopher's stone, infinity, destiny and magic. So again, as above, so below, infinity. She's also helping to awaken us, to see differently, feel differently, connect with the geometry of the planet, the sacred vibrations, to see it differently, to awaken the magic, the manifestation, right, to the prophecies of ancient times are now coming into being, into alignment. They will now be revealed. So look for it and allow it to be led to you. Use your discernment. Okay, so what's interesting, they point out to me is, let me get my, oh, right, here it is. The directions, right? We have grounded portals. We are also grounding a central portal. We are grounding portals in the entire, on the entire planet and within it. The all-seeing eye, which is the creator. So the lashes are representative of the higher consciousness that we're bringing down, which I am told is part of the lotus. The petals of the lotus, the 1,000-petaled lotus. The triangulations are talking about the peaking of energy in the different points on earth, the as above and the so below vibration, which is showing through the lashes as the petals of the 1,000-petaled lotus. This energy is the atom and fiber, the vibration and frequency that's coming down through galactic energy, cosmic energy, the wings, the angelics, the archangelics. So you've got the crescent moon, you've got the full moon, you've got the star, you've got the sun. This is also representing the photon, the light energy, the atoms, the neurons. And what's lovely is she says, look at the color that matches the card. The green, the pale green, which is earth. Green, growth, light, life force. And the white, she says, is showing the feathers of my white owl as well. Lovely. All right. Would you like to share, Mother Mary, what would you bring us at this time from the celestial planes? The beings that might be working with you and with us at this time. Okay, so she brings us two vibrations. She brings us the Nagas, which is the serpent vibration of Kundalini energy, the he, she, the Shiv Shakti, the masculine, feminine, divine of polarity, of love, sensuality, erotica. Now she's talking about it respectfully, is rebalancing feminine and divine, masculine, feminine, divine, masculine, divine, to bring it into respect, love and oneness, to end the lost consciousness, to work with the higher divine sensuality, sexuality and love, unison consciousness, so that we respect each other as partners, as in partnerships, and not look towards, she says, pedophilia, underage activity, the lost vibration that goes with the abuse of a woman's body or a child's body. That man needs to balance himself and of course seek what he needs in that respectfully. And she also brings in the water element, which is very much about that chakra, the sacral, the sexual, the sensual, the creative, the co-creative, and the lower emotions that need to become higher emotions. Your lower emotions sit in your sacral. When you raise your consciousness to the heart, then it becomes the higher unconditional love energy. Right, so we have the air element already, we have the earth element, and we have the water element that is showing itself up, which is beautiful. So we've got a lovely balance. And the spiritual element, which is, or the fire element, is also very much the fire, the spiritual fire we have possibly coming in the reading at some point. So let's put that away and let's do one more here. Michael, Archangel Michael of Light, bring through. We have root chakra. We have the white dragon, radical expansion. Things are being purified. Dragon is fire, but we are purifying with that fire. So there's the fire energy coming in. Base chakra, root chakra, grounding, right? And it's incredible because Michael is bringing the air element, which is the purity of fire. Although it's a fire element, but it's pure, it's more air-like, it's clean, it's pristine, it's transparent, it's fresh. And then he's brought already the earth element here, which is your base chakra energy. Right, so a lot of changes on physical planet coming from higher consciousness, higher energy. So I will leave that as a supporting energy for him. Athena, Goddess Athena, what would you share with us at this time, please? Right, so she also brings in the earth energy, and this is to nurture earth herself. The vibration that Michael's bringing as root chakra is human body earth energy, human root chakra, and all living beings root vibration, the first chakra, the survival, instinctual, fight, flight mechanism, the grounding, the nourishment, the nutrition of life, the paths we take, the choices, the decisions, that's all root chakra vibration. Athena is bringing through the collective earth planetary system to nurture nature, right? The collective vibration of Gaia, of Agartha, of all the kingdoms on the planet, right? And that's incredible because if you look at the petals of the lotus, as above, so below, there it is in its expansion through the tree of life. So that's what she's preparing us for. Right? You see the resemblance of her vibration here, the warrior cosmic energy that she's bringing in to show us how the expansion of that lotus as a collective is here. And the geometry, the portals that are opening for the earth, and we are sending that light. Look at the root energy. That light is getting in like roots and veins and a complete diversity of network energy through its creative divinity into the core of the planet, into the depth of the planet. And here we have the fire energy, which is solar plexus. That is your solar sun, your personal sun vibration energy, solar energy, fire, passion, free will, illumination of self, your personal, human, living energy, creativity of purpose, passion, will, power, faith, trust, gut, instinctual energy. This is the balancing of the four cardinal points, and we are sitting in a number 4 heart chakra energy, and this is reflective in here, showing the cosmic fire, the cosmic heart. And chakras are merging, so no chakra will be an individual or an isolation on its own as you integrate your body, right? We distinguish it, identify it as individuals, but as you raise vibration, they merge, and they merge into each other, they emanate into each other, they become fluid, and they flow into each other. Like you see it here, the vibrations all become fused in layers within layers within layers of itself, giving extensions of light into each other. So your red, dark blood red starts to vibrate lighter and become a more cherry tomato red. As your veil starts lifting and it thins itself out, you lose that heavy, dense blood red color, and it becomes lighter, and the more paler it becomes, the higher you vibrate, until it moves into its more pastel shades, and then the shimmering metallic light shades that you don't see the dark red anymore. They become softer. Beautiful. Right, let's get into this. Is going to be a little bit long because I needed to bring in the grounding vibration of light for you to take note of how the higher beings will be helping us. So let's talk about what I have written down for a few days in little bits to bring you what this global reset, planetary reset, or 3 days of darkness that has a lot of people in a bit of panic and fear and very anxious as what is coming. So bear with me as I read. Please allow me a sip of water. Thank you. So our planet, original name, before the fall of Lemuria and Atlantis, was called Agartha. She was then renamed Gaia for future civilizations, and today we call her Earth. But in the higher dimensions, the galactic dimensions, she is still referred to as Agartha. That was her pure, divine state of being at the time of creation. When the original species were created on her some 156 million years ago. At that time, there were also portals created on the planet, on Agartha, that gave access to various star systems in the universe and multiverse to have the access, entry, and exit ability on Agartha. Right, in some of the star systems that had the permission to frequent Agartha through these portals were the systems of AQUARIUS, Andromeda, Orion, Pleiades, Sirius A, B, C, D. Of course, there are many other systems that are unaware to us, that we've not heard of. The original human species was created with the ability of a body, that had a body or a vessel, to travel through these portals interdimensionally without the need of actually having a mode of transport like a vehicle. So the original human beings that were created, that seeded the planet of Agartha, were more of a light body and had the ability to travel, whether you call it time travel, interdimensional travel, at any time desired, within the codes and the laws that were set out for the travel, the respect and the conditions of creation at the time through these portals. So not only were the portals created for allowing access into and out of from star systems and the various ET beings, but also the inhabitants of the planet had the ability to travel through these portals and visit interdimensionally, to learn, to train, and to return. These portals also gave access to the multidimensional cosmos and allowed permission for the recruited star systems and beings that needed to help with the creation, co-creation, the interior decorating, the design, the layout, the functioning, etc. of the planet as a brand new piece of creation. So the recruiting team that recruited these specialists, the genetic scientists that helped work on the development of perfecting the species for Agartha, inclusive in that team were the ETs, also known to us now as the Draconians. And they were very intelligent, super sophisticated in their technology, their knowledge, their wisdom, their operations. But because they realized their power and dominance and their skill and their wit and their abilities, they decided to gain dominance in position, and they had a very different agenda for Earth. So what they did was, they decided to shut off certain entry and exit points, and the fear of the higher dimensions would be is that if the inhabitants would be trapped and not be able to leave, what would happen? So grand negotiation, experimentation was taking place, trying to calm the Draconians down, but of course it just gave them more resistance, more persistence and power to go on ahead with their agenda. So of course they were in possession of the high technology and all of the power in which to control and dictate, and they gained the dominance in their position by now enforcing that dictation. And this is part of the reason, a major part of the reason of the fall of Atlantis, the fall of Lemuria prior to that, because they abused the power. And they were enlightened beings still on the earth, still on Agartha, that feared their safety and then decided to leave. So what happened is 12 beings of light, which we call the consciousness of 12, like you get the Christ consciousness of 33, which is a number and not limited to 33 beings. This was the consciousness of 12, or we can call them the Council of 12, of enlightened beings that sacrificed themselves to anchor their energy on the planet and to leave the printing through their morphogenetic fields, cosmic fields, and of course powers through memory of unconditional love, to anchor it here, to keep it here permanently. And that's what they've been doing for aeons of time. So that every future incarnation, generation of species, civilizations, that when they arrive here, automatically they will be able to tap into this vibration and receive the unconditional love, to have remembrance of the originality, the initial incarnation. Their consciousness can become activated, reactivated. So the Council of 12, the consciousness of 12, had grounded themselves here and gave rise to themselves as the 12 crystal skulls that are located in various parts of the planet as portals. So the draconian archons were in fact also responsible for reversing the magnetic poles of Agartha. And how they did that was through a dramatic reversal process from clockwise direction to counterclockwise. And this resulted in the destruction of Lemuria, of Atlantis, and also the extinction of the dinosaurs. So the counterclockwise direction was going in the opposite polarity of the planet's natural state. And the slowing down through the anti-clockwise or the counterclockwise motion slowed the planet down dramatically and also densified it. The positioning of the moon was strategic by them, also in a counterclockwise direction, to support the gravitation, the movement of the Earth as a satellite energy, to create that anchoring and the assurance that for them to make certain that the Earth does not return to her clockwise axis. But we were not left alone. We were still having help. We were getting help. The planet was still receiving aid in a very consistent way, but in a very small way, from the nature kingdoms, from the plants, from the elements, from the higher beings, and even the seashells. The seashells played a significant role in holding the spiral in the clockwise direction, was to sustain life. But everything just went slower and heavier. So these elements help keep the buoyancy and a natural flow as much as they could, because the sudden inversion or inverting of the poles had caused such a major catastrophe that the moon plummeted into the ocean and covered the entire planet in water. And of course distorted the one entire, we can call it a continent. Everything was together and fused, and this tragedy created the breaking, the fragmentation, the separation, the division, which gave birth to a lot of the islands and different, what we call now is countries. At the time of Agartha, there were no countries. There was no separation. Everything was together in one wholesome, unified piece, with the water energy surrounding to keep that balance, fairness, buoyancy of planet and water, earth and water. So, from the year 2009, a gradual reversal of the Earth's magnetic poles began, leading us into a higher speed. Now, if you go back and listen to the timeline reset that I spoke about during the harmonic convergence, and of course what happened on 12/12/2012, and that 25-year karmic clearing and speeding up of time between 2007 to 2012, the vibration of 2009 had began in picking up pace and speed to increase that reversal, to speed up the preparation for this planetary reset. And if the galactic beings had to go and do a sudden reversal, like it was done in a counterclockwise way, we would be facing a plethora of destruction at this time. Major natural disasters, a potential to actually injure Earth to non-existence, to complete and total destruction of life, and that is what is being prevented. Therefore, the speed up took place at the time of the convergence to help the karma of the planet to release itself, to give Earth the opportunity of ascending without the complete destruction it endured during previous civilizations. So how this will happen is, already we have two gigantic motherships, spacecraft, that are positioned at the magnetic poles, north and south. We have the ship of Archangel Michael, and the other ship is the Arcturian fleet of warrior goddess Athena. And these ships arrived in the Earth's vibratory orbit at a safe distance in 2009. The ships are light ships. They are composed of pure consciousness. They cannot be seen with our naked eye. They can be seen if we connect with them through meditation, through vision work, through intention, and of course out of body. Some of us are visiting our galactic fleets during our dream or sleep or meditation state. But the ships are also carrying the original human species, the original seeded humans that were here, that inhabited Agartha, that at this time those that left the planet are now on board these ships to help us make it right. So we're not alone. And the closer the ships approach the Earth, the greater the interference is on Earth's rotation. So what is happening is, it is gradually moving at intervals closer to the Earth. And it will move when the time of the 3 days darkness, which is the planetary reset that will be taking place globally, is when the ships would be at the point where the entire planet will be slowed down to a complete stop, halt, almost a freeze mode. We will go into planetary stasis. Archangel Michael's ship will position itself in front of the sun, between the Earth, and block off the sunlight to Earth. the earth receiving light, as in day. So we will have a complete 3 days of darkness. So we will not know at that time what the time is. All clocks will stop. Everything will freeze. We will go into complete stationary stasis mode. And it is during this period that our cosmic family that have been working on this for centuries, it's already predestined, it is pre-fated, it is there in the timeline, that they will, together with these motherships that are present and helping us in the Galactic Confederation of Light, the entire Ashtar Command fleet will be participating in this event and return the Earth to her clockwise direction. So the poles, the magnetic poles, will now be reversed. And to prevent the loss of life, the entire planet will be put into a stationary mode. It is during this event, which are the final moments of intervention, where Mother Mary will speak into the ears of everyone awake that will be able to hear her, listen to her, and she will say at that time, moments before this event, that we all need to understand the moment has arrived. All electronics, everything electrical will cease to exist, to work. At that point, nothing, absolutely nothing will work. And it is Mother Mary's signal that we need to be cognizant of. And not everyone will hear it. And therefore, I have been saying, raise your vibration, lighten your vibration, increase your consciousness so that you will be able to receive the message. Now is the time where you can actually say in a very light way, it is each man for himself. The universe has prepared us. The higher beings have prepared us. People like myself have been preparing us. Your guides have been preparing us. There is no more time for preparation except to be in that vibration. And it may sound selfish, but it's not. The entire planet, all animals, all humans, will be stationary. It may come across as a terrifying experience to many. Of course, it will be to those that are unprepared, that are unaware, that are still stuck in the matrix, still very material and very shut off from what is actually happening. It is during this time as well that many that do not match the vibration of the Ascension will leave the planet. So there will be a great loss or passing on of people. Of course, the darkness will not be able to withstand this, and definitely they will be removed. It is not negotiable. They will have to do one, turn to the light before that, or they will be removed. They will leave. It is during this time as well that humanity is advised to remain indoors because of the solar flashes, the solar flares, the photon energy, the magnetic energy, the radiation. Everything is going to be shifting, changing suddenly, differently that our bodies, our physical vessels will not be able to withstand that increase of vibration that will be pulsating onto the planet. So therefore, it is required that we remain indoors. No one is allowed to be outside. Animals that you own will have to be brought inside. A lot of animals will also leave the planet, but they are being spiritually and consciously prepared. They know what's happening. The nature kingdoms are working with them. They will be calmed and they will be taken. And of course, the approximation is 3 days. If this could happen sooner than 3 days, so be it. It all depends on our vibration. I do apologize for that. There is something going on outside, and it could be one of my kitties that have dropped their bowls. Right, so maybe it is a sign of how important this is, how impacting this is, how talking about animals, they've reacted already to show you how sudden this is going to be. And they are all being prepared for this vibration. So it is in your best interest to be indoors, to, of course, enlighten your families, pass this message on to as many people as you need to alert. Also know that a lot of our family members are going to leave us, and there's nothing that we can do about it. It is a personal choice, responsibility, your destiny, your free will to help yourself. They will be taken to a place that they will continue their cycle until they evolve and return to where we're going. During this time, fear and panic can only be destructive. It is recommended, suggested that everyone utilize this time to rest, to meditate, to introspect, to connect with your inner peace, unconditional love, to pray, to awaken your clairsenses. A lot of us will become highly psychic during this time, intuitive, telepathic, and we will also have the ability where the veil will be so thinned that we will be able to see our loved ones that have passed on and connect with them. We will also have the ability to work with the angelics and archangelics at this time, because they all will be present in light vibration. Anyone that goes against the requirements of understanding at the time of this event, wants to brave the outdoors, wants to prove a point, wants to work in opposition of what the guidance is being given to adhere to, will stand the risk of being physically paralyzed. And this I say with love and light, because the physical body will not be able to handle the magnetic radiation, the force fields of energy, the electromagnetics that are plummeting the planet, to do not just the reset, but to dismantle the old vibrations and entry points that were created by the dark force, will paralyze themselves, because their body will not be able to handle it, and it will create an internal implosion of energy that will externalize itself. It will also be a time for those that have not awakened, that still wish to be remaining in 3D, to make the choice for a sudden change. It will also be a time for them to allow the process to unfold naturally by leaving this earth and transiting to where their frequency will be able to adapt. So they must not resist the process, and neither should we. Remember, we are the light workers, the light warriors. We need to be strong here, and I've been talking about this for a long time. You need to armor. You need to take your place and position. We are the helpers. We need to comfort and guide and help everyone during this time. We cannot sit with the information. We must share it. We must help others in your families, in daily life. But we can only do as much. It is important that our hearts are not open to doubt and fear, that we hold the faith in the divine wisdom and trust the unfolding of the divine plan that we are screaming for. We've been asking for the change. We've been calling it. We want the intervention, the justice. It is here. It is here. It's just a matter of clicking it into position and switching it on. Remember that after the 3 days of darkness, the planetary reset, that the entire planet will be vibrating in 5D. Now we are moving within the layers of the vibration, because the planet is still giving the ones that want to step in that ability to cross that threshold. We are at that. Some of us are at that precipice. I've done the reading on this already. It is for you to now step into. It's like standing at the water's edge where the waves are coming, and you are putting out your toe to test the temperature of the water, and you are feeling it cold, and you are going 2 steps back, and then the next wave comes, and then you do the same thing. There's no more time for that. There is absolutely no more time for that. "3D, the third dimensional density vibration, will cease to exist when that reset takes place. Nothing, no thing, no one will be in the 3D vibration. All those that will remain and everything that will remain will be in the 5D and higher frequency. Many will pass on to join the higher planes of themselves in a different place of existence. But their body needs to increase to 5D to reincarnate on the 5D plane. Not ever again will Earth be a 3D planet, a 3D consciousness of creation. So you would do good to hold a positive thought of I am love light, I am one with divine creator, and this will prepare your energy field to dispel your fears and your doubts and anything else that might plunge you into a lower frequency. Know that the present state of evolution for the collective ascension was set in motion a long time ago by advanced beings. It is unstoppable, not negotiable. It is going ahead. We ourselves have been some of these advanced beings, the avatars, and we've arrived now embodied in an earthly vessel to be the ground crew. And we very soon will be uniting with the cosmic collective that our soul knows and says, do you remember we were together? A lot of memory will return, awareness will return. you will have psychic awakenings and downloads. So we are now at the precipice as cosmic seeds of light embodied in an earthly vessel for this extraordinary ascension, where it is the first time in the history of creation that we will, those that have raised their vibration, will now be able to ascend in your earthly body and not have to pass on into another plane of existence without it. And of course, if you've done the work, well done. And those that need to still raise the harmonics, I urge you to tap into that soul song. Tune in, tune up, turn up. Nature is bursting with alchemical formulas. Help yourselves transmute, transform, and transmit into the higher vibrations, the sacred geometries. Allow your auric fields to refresh, to recalibrate. Breathe in light. Eat healthy. Spend time in nature. Allow your bodies to take in the solar energy, the photon energy. Allow your cellular bodies to awaken into your cosmic self, to sound that vibration and alert our galactic families that you are ready. Right? Awaken your God cells. Prepare yourself to continue. Heed the call. Listen to your soul. The path is not just enlightenment. I say to you, the path is enlightenment. To be in it, within it. And beautiful hearts, I'm going to leave it here. It's a long one. And you're probably asking, what will happen closer to the time or hereafter? I will bring you updates in the coming days. But know that the time has arrived. And we are looking very closely in possibly towards the end of the year, when we experience another 12-12 energy, that the shift would be bringing us closer to the very early weeks of the new year 2025. And if the trajectory of time increases before that, we can have this experience this year. But we're being prepared. So the time of the winter and summer solstice is incredibly important to bring a higher balancing. And although I like the word balance, I prefer not to say a flatline balance, because we do not want equal parts of both. We want a peaking of energy, like the heart. We want the highs and the lows. We want the peaks and the troughs. We want the light to peak. We don't want a balance of light and dark. We want a peaking of light. So, you might think, oh, it's a far-fetched dream. It's not. A lot is happening right in front of us and within us, around us, above and below us. Look, decode the mysterious codes, uncover the mysteries, discover the mysteries, and recover the mystery. And with this, I love you, I bless you, I thank you. Till next.